Yo, welcome to the KaneSaid Sports Show, and I'm your host, Kane Bradfield. And y'all know my slogan, the fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. Fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. I got some special guests in the house, man. I got some real life ballers in the house, man. How y'all doing?
Good. Yeah.
That was harmony. Like that good part was harmony. Yo, man, tell people who you are.
Mackenzie White, I'm a senior.
Janiyah Strong, I'm a senior.
And Matt Hornsby, and I'm
a senior.
27th
grade. I dig it, man. So listen, man, first of all, man, thank y'all for, you know what I mean, for coming in and me coming to y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming.
You feel me, man? I like your setup, like what's going on. We're going to talk a little softball, though. You know what I mean? Talk about, you know what I mean, what y'all are doing. Talk about your plans, all the type of good stuff, right? You nervous?
A little bit.
Don't be nervous. You nervous? Just look, don't be nervous. Y'all, this me. Y'all know me. Don't be nervous. So listen, though. Okay, so let's talk for a minute. So, Coach, I'm going to come to you first, big dog. You know what I mean? First, I'm going to talk about last year, man. Give me that story first.
It was a magical year for sure. It was one of those things where, you know, these girls, all of them on the infield, all the way around the MAC at the catching position, have been starting since they were freshmen. And as freshmen, they finished 5th in the state.
Okay.
As sophomores, they'd gotten a lot better. I mean, took huge steps forward and still finished 5th in the state. I think it kind of hit them hard as far as made them realize, you know, how much further they had to take it to be able to legitimately have a shot at a state championship. They had put that work in, and I'm telling you, the last half of the season, definitely once we started in playoffs, the way that we were pitching our defense and our offense was unreal, that it got to the point to where, you know, offensively, it was a streak like, you know, that was my 11th year coaching softball last year. I'd never seen anything like it.
It was crazy,
we
man.
We were hammering balls on
both
sides of the plate. Left and right. Matter, you know? So it was awesome to be a part of.
Man, I love that. I love that. So, ladies, from y'all perspective, man, how was that run last year?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
To be honest, at the beginning of the season, I was really nervous.
Right.
You know,
Same here.
You nervous too, though? Yeah. Well, why? I mean,
we graduated a really good senior pitcher that year, and we had 2 upcoming freshmen. And as a freshman, you know, being put in that spotlight is unreal. So to have our freshman pitcher, especially Lily Ray, and how she
shout out to Lily Ray.
Yeah, that's right. She dominated. Never missed a beat. You know, she'd get knocked down and come right back up. So
that's big. Big.
She made a big impact on our team.
Yeah, definitely, huh? So, okay, listen, y'all. So now we're gonna fast forward a little bit, right? So y'all got this home run swag going on right now. You know, where did that come from, man? You know, give me that. You don't know, man? Come on, man. Listen, somebody listening want to hear about the secret sauce.
I'll tell you the secret sauce.
Coach, give it to me.
Here in the weight room.
Y'all here.
These jokers, listen, they work on their swings all the time as far as perfecting it, but it doesn't matter what sport here.
Yeah.
You're going to work out, and you're going to work out hard, and these two have done that.
They go in the weight room.
It's good to, you know, see that it's paying off.
Right. It makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference, right? So I'm gonna tell you something, Coach. Man, if you don't mind, let's tap into that a little more, man. You know, over the years, man, not here, but over the years, certain schools don't go hard on the females in the weight room. Why you guys choose to?
It's a shame for those schools. For one.
Right.
Well, mainly just because it's you see the results, you know, with guy sports. So why wouldn't it work with girl sports? And it's one of those things that, you know, like you said, there's a handful of schools around here that I feel like work out close to as hard as we do. I'll be the first to say I think that we're the hardest working females, you know, around here. And we've always said for years that it makes a huge difference.
Right.
You watch our arm strength. You watch balls come off the bats when we play people. It makes a huge difference.
And
I'm just, you know, we're fortunate that our school is committed to do that for us. Our girls go through the exact same workout that our football players do every single day. If it's max day,
it's max day for them.
You know, it's and you can ask them if they.
Well, yeah, well, I'm about to ask though.
If I hear of anybody skipping out on a workout or skipping out on reps, then
might as well go ahead and
right,
trouble,
right?
You know?
Yeah. So Janiyah, I saw you look sideways when he said, you know what I'm saying. But what's your favorite lift in the weight room? I'm gonna ask you that, so go ahead and think of yours now.
My back squats.
Back squats. Okay. So what's your max right now?
260.
Okay. So when you was a freshman, what was your max when you were freshman? Do you remember?
225.
I love it. Talk to me. What's your favorite one?
My favorite's bench.
Okay. What's that max though?
135.
Okay. She's still not.
That's
That's good though. That's good though. So
it's jumped up in the last year or so
really
a bit, you know, towards.
I went from maxing out 105 to 135. So
that's what's up, man. Just straight dedication though, right? Right. So listen, y'all. So now I'm gonna fast forward a little more. So let's talk about your swing. You know what I mean? So Coach, do you take part in that, man? Give me that, big dog.
I make sure that their names are on the lineup.
Right.
I mean, we work on it at practice and stuff, but that's nothing that, I could show up and sit over here in the corner and these two are going.
They're gonna do their thing.
Along with everybody else.
Right.
And that's we talk about it all the time that even if they came in here by themselves after practice, there's a big difference between hitting off of tee and just hitting it hard into the net and actually working on what you need to work on.
Right.
There's a big difference between, you struggling with one half of the plate and actually coming in here and trying to tune your swing in to where you can hammer balls on that side of the plate just like you can the other half of the plate. I tell them all the time, my mom can come up here and hit a ball off the tee and hard into the net and make it real good. You know? She's probably going to strike out when getting the game.
Get a showtime.
She's not working on the right thing.
Most definitely.
And these two have been, along with several others, have been really good over the years to, either identify themselves what they need to work on or come ask and work on getting it fixed as fast as possible.
So Coach, let me ask you this, man. As far as the history of softball, man, I'm going to be honest, I think Hurricane got probably one of the best softball programs that I witnessed. Look at her going, yeah. You know what I mean? Where did that come from, big dog? Yo, I'm going to tell you something. I remember, man, when was this, man? It had to be about, I could be wrong, though, maybe about 6-7 years ago. I saw a transition in y'all softball program.
Yeah, there was a group a lot like them that came through that really changed the overall program. 2010 was my first year coaching softball here, and then Coach Laster, who grew up here, went to high school here, he told me then, he said, you'll see. He said, but I wish it was like this for guys all the time. He said, but for whatever reason, Hurd County's always had stud female athletes. He said, I don't know why. I can't explain it.
It's the water, Coach.
That's what, it's crazy, We have schools come in, and after the game, they'll say, what are you feeding these girls? I say, they just go down here and catch these catfish. Hooch after practice, and that's what they eat for, something.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, that crew that came through with, Callie Harrod and Anna Sheldon, Jordan Watson, Alexis, there was a big class kind of like theirs that we have now that, my first couple of years, you're trying to stay hard on the girls, trying to push them, and I'll say that they didn't quite understand what, and then you have Callie Harrod come up. She was the only girl in her class at the time. And when they watched her practice, they were like, oh, that's what he's talking about. And now it's to the point to where, obviously years later that it's every year. Like you stick out at practice now if you're not getting after it, we had, a coach from up above Atlanta come down and watch us practice, a couple months ago, and he was like, holy cow, man. He said, I feel like we don't do anything in practice now.
I've been saying that, right? Yeah.
He said, I think we've got a good softball team. We've got about 3 or 4 girls that could practice with y'all, and that's about it. That's pretty cool to hear.
Right, most definitely.
At least you think you're working on the right things. Anyway, but they get after it. It's we want the games to try to slow down for them.
Yeah.
We want practice to be tougher than the games.
I like that.
That way when they step in the box, it's nothing that they
Well, you got to think about it, too. I always tell people that, working out, even at my facility, I say, man, this is the work part.
Yeah.
Feel me? Now, once you get to the game, it's payday. You know what I mean? That's why I always say, yo, it's payday, like on your Thursday, Tuesday.
There should be,
you know
should be very little that I or any other coach should have to do on game day as far as them. Let them get out there and play.
Right.
You've already put in the work at that point.
I dig that. So, ladies, let me ask y'all this now. Okay, so, growing up, right, who were some of the former players that you guys watched?
When I was younger, I used to always think I wanted to be a pitcher. So definitely Jenny Finch was one.
Yeah.
Didn't really take much after her, but again.
Named Jada Rhodes.
Okay.
And she was really good.
Yeah.
Home run wise, but she played first.
But
I played third.
Right.
But I looked up to her, and we went to a few Auburn softball games. I met her in person, and she's a really great person.
Man, I dig that, man. I mean, so what's next, though? Colleges, you know what I mean?
It's a working process.
I love it. Yeah. So, okay, listen now. I'm going to go back and dive into some more.
Don't let them downplay it. They've got plenty of offers.
Yeah, nobody say nothing. Look now. I mean, y'all trying to be cool in front of the camera. Like, come on, man. Holla at me, ladies. Like, you know what I mean? What are we trying to do with it?
To go as big as possible. I mean, I've been committed to Louisiana since the 8th grade. So it's really...
Give me some, G. Okay.
Holding up that commitment and just, not settling for, hey, they thought I was good in 8th grade. I don't have to work anymore. Just putting the extra work in so that I can earn a spot whenever I do go.
I like that. What about you?
Oh, I mean, like, offers-wise, cool, but I want to go to a school where I want to go personally for my schoolwork and for my athletics.
I dig that. And it's out there waiting on you, though. Okay, so go back to the home runs for a second, y'all, right? You know what I mean? So when y'all start climbing that ladder, seeing you passing some of the former greats here at Hurd County, how was that? So listen now. I ain't talking about I'm being selfish, but I'm talking about how did it really feel deep down?
Yeah, did y'all even know that y'all were that close to
That's
some
what
of
I'm
the others?
saying, dog.
Because both of these, they're so humble. They're so humble. They just
Right, they're just out there playing ball, right?
Have y'all ever totaled it up until this year? That's what I figured.
Really?
I never knew how many I had, how many Janiyah had. I didn't even know the record for any.
Right. So you just out there having fun.
Yeah.
We don't talk about a lot of that.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Leave it for people like me who keep over that type of stuff, right? Yeah. So, but Janiyah, right now you have the record. Have people been talking to you about it?
Yes, all over Facebook.
Yeah. But it go back to my slogan: the fame is free, though. But the grind you put in will cause it to happen. You know what I mean? So So I'm gonna ask you two something. Have y'all sneaky got to each other like, yo, Janiyah, I'm gonna catch you here soon?
I'm planning on it.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, have you said something to her about it though?
Not really.
Yes, y'all have.
It's
None?
a friendly
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a
Not like,
friendly
yo,
competition.
you know what I mean? About on some love type stuff. Yeah? Yes, y'all don't want to hear that. Coach, come on, help me out,
It's not
Coach.
between these two,
It's
but
more.
I did crack up the other day. We had a girl hit a home run at East Coweta in the JV game.
First home run ever.
Her first high school home run ever. And she comes up to Janiyah the next day, and Braves Block gives her a hug and says, I'm coming for that record.
That's what I
Shout out
love,
to Taylor
man.
Bailey.
Yeah, shout out to her,
She
baby.
just said it in her ear, and I died laughing.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
She's at home run number 1. Janiyah's got 30 more than
Right.
she does.
I'm coming
but
for
she's
you,
coming
though.
for it.
I'm coming for you.
So that's them on a daily basis.
Yeah.
It's, they know how to get around it, but they know how to work at the same time.
But let me ask y'all something. What about leadership, Coach? You know, don't y'all peep this question too, though, Coach? How important leadership is you first?
It's huge, and luckily with this senior class, we've got several that that could lead any team. And it's awesome that you've got literally 6, 7, 8 girls that you would love to have on any team as far as just leadership wise. Now they've had some really good ones come before them, that have. It's tough to say stuff at practice or say stuff after the games if you take days off too. Nobody really listens to you when you do that. To where they've kind of recognized that over the years and made sure that they don't take days off, whether they go 4 for 4 or 0 for 4. if they go 0 for 4, they can still say something to whoever they need to.
Right.
If they're still putting in the work every day at practice, and still getting after it. So they've done a great job of that.
That's what's up. So who's that was like harmony again. Boy, I just did this. You know what I mean? So who's the vocal leader of you two?
I'd say it's about even.
Really?
Depending on the situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Janiyah is more of a, like your mom. Like you do something wrong, she's bringing the wrath down.
Janiyah the mom, I dig that. Okay.
I feel like I'm more of like an organizer.
We've got good cop, we've got bad cop.
So she come in kicking in the door tonight like, just everything? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So talk about you leading your teammates. How important is that to you guys?
It's very important. You know how girls are.
Right.
It's a very difficult job.
Coach, you can go. Right.
Amen.
Amen, right. Let the church say amen. Right.
So, I take it, very importantly, and I feel like all of us seniors now, we've been leaders since our junior year. I think last year we took a huge step, and
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, just because coaching girls, there's going to be, whether you want it or not, I'll come out and say it, there's going to be drama at times. And we've talked about the process of how to handle that stuff so that it doesn't become an issue as far as grabbing each other one-on-one.
Right.
And not doing it in front of the whole team, until it comes to that point. And it never comes to that point. And they do a great job of like I said, all of our seniors. And we've got younger girls that are, following in their footsteps. Good. We were talking about that as coaches back in the summer. What's it going to look like next year after you graduate 6 starters, know? And as we were kind of playing throughout the summer and everybody plays in the summer, in the second stringers, I guess, they played pretty dang good. And we got to talking that, maybe it's not going to look as different as the lineup card's going to look different, but there's a lot of girls that are growing up mentally and emotionally, but also getting better on the field every day. So it's fun to watch that process happen when you go from, a year ago thinking there's no way these younger girls are going to play at the level that they do next year. Right. And now you're a year later and like, in a year they're going to be there.
Yeah.
It's cool to watch that transition happen. Man.
So ladies, balance. How do y'all balance school and sports?
It's not really a difficult thing. I mean, we've been doing it since 6th grade. Well, I've been doing it since 6th grade.
Right.
And now it's just like with the college classes you have, I mean, like, it's your own responsibility.
Right.
I think there's those two things, like being able to prioritize those over everything else. I mean, your grades come first and then softball. That's how I look at it, because you can't be on the field unless your grades are good.
Okay.
You can't excel in life. I mean, you can't get into college unless your grades are good. But, I mean, they're like even on the scale of things that you really need to worry about.
Right. I love that, man. So, look, parent support. Now, let's talk about that. You know how important, the role that your parents play in the. Because a lot of times we forget, that parents are dishing out money, time. Now I'm sure y'all can drive now. Parents, you take y'all everywhere. So, how important is your parent support?
Oh, it's very important. My parents have been all over the world for me. I mean,
right. Shouts out to the parents, baby.
Every day.
Yeah.
They do the unthinkable, and I'm incredibly blessed to have the parents I do have. And their endless support.
Endless support, yeah. Now you second that one, right?
Yes. Yeah. My daddy and my mom is my best friend.
Right, most definitely. Yeah. So, I'm going to tell you something, man. Shout out to your dad, man. Your dad went and gave me Coach number, Coach. I was creeping to find your number, man. Yeah. So, shout out to your daddy, man.
He's a good one.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. So, Coach, man, so speaking of balance, Coach, and I always ask, softball coaches this, man. How do you balance travel ball, follow me now, travel ball and your ball as far as mentality? Because it's slightly different.
It is, and I really think that our girls understand that when they go play travel ball, especially some of the top-end travel ball that they play, that travel ball may seem a lot easier to step into because their team's handpicked, where they understand that when they come here, they're probably going to have a bigger role than they've just had for the previous 5 or 6 months on their travel ball team.
Yeah.
They're going to have to, polish anything and everything that needs to get better so that they're performing at their highest level. It's easy in a travel ball because I coached some travel baseball out of Atlanta for a while, and as a coach, those days were easy and fun.
Right.
You show up and you got this team full of ballers that you just make the lineup out, and you can almost draw their names out of a hat. And if one of them go 0 for 4 one day, it really doesn't matter because you got studs in front and studs in back. To where you just got to make sure that they're still working when they get here and understand that they're going to have to take a bigger role on here. Probably a lot more responsibility here than they would in travel ball. And I don't mean that disrespectful.
Right. No, with you. Yeah, most definitely.
Them understanding that, that our team isn't handpicked.
Right.
And that we've got to win with what we've got to win. For example, our number 1 pitcher's out for 4 to 6 weeks, and our record, and she only played in 2 games. Our record 7-3 against as tough a competition as we could play, to where it very easily could be 3-7. And it's just one of those things that, in a travel ball world, you've got probably 2 more stud pitchers that, all right, go get them.
Right.
And obviously that's just not the case here. And obviously at a small AA school, talent-wise, you don't always have depth that some of the bigger schools do. But it's just, like I said, they're awesome as far as they understand, what it takes in travel ball, and they understand that it's a different mindset that it takes in high school. It's just it's just a mindset for them.
I love that. Well, later I want to ask y'all the same thing. You know what I'm saying, from a player standpoint. How do y'all balance that?
School ball is definitely tough than travel ball.
Right. So
you have to be much more mentally tougher to play, I feel like, on the school ball. Because, you're not only representing yourself, like, per se, a travel ball team, you're representing yourself, your teammates. But in school ball, you're representing your community. You're representing, the coaches who have stayed there and built the program that you're standing on. And it's, a lot more goes into school ball, I feel like.
I dig that. I like that. So ladies, and Coach, you think about this too, right? So at the end of every show, man, I always get everybody to look in that camera and give the viewers, give the listener, because it's going to be on Apple Podcasts, all that kind of smooth stuff too, right? But give them something positive. I'm going to start with you, Coach, and we're going down the line, baby.
Just play where your feet are. I'll say that. That's going back to, like I said, the whole injury thing. It happened several years ago to us, to our pitcher, and I used that team as an example to them as soon as it happened. We hadn't even played a game yet, and just told them, like, we've got other pitchers we can win with, to where make sure that learning curve doesn't take 2 weeks for you to figure that out.
Right.
And they've done an awesome job. They haven't missed a beat yet. They've got out there and played. So play where your feet are and
play with your feet.
Control what you can control.
I like that one. Play with your feet. Janiyah, what you got for me?
Don't let anybody tell you different. Always stay humble.
I like it. Mackenzie?
Always have fun. I feel like a lot of times you can get your head wrapped around the wrong things, but you look at the big picture, you only get this opportunity once. You will never get to experience the relationship, the time, and the people that you're around, this period of your lifetime. And I think just remember to always have fun. Yeah,
I love that, man. I love that. Yo, y'all want to plug y'all social media? Coach, you want to plug the social media?
Yeah, you can go to Heard County Braves Softball on Facebook, and I think it's Heard Softball on Twitter. That you go look us up on there and follow us there, and you'll be able to follow these two with their home run derby that they're having. And,
right.
And we've actually got a couple other records that we're kind of holding on to wait and see how the season goes. Single season records that we've got one that I didn't think would ever be broken, but we've got one that could happen. So,
snap!
We'll hold on to that.
You hold on to that, right? So. Yeah. Janiyah, what about you? You want to plug your social media?
My Instagram is janiyah.kiana. That's really all I be on.
Okay.
Instagram.
I dig that.
And my Facebook, Janiyah Strong.
Right. What about you?
My Instagram is Mackenzie with 2 Ks, White with 2 E's. So you can look up Mackenzie White. It'll come up.
Look them up. Yo, listen, I appreciate y'all. Give me some. Bam.
Yes, sir. I appreciate
y'all. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, yo, everybody, man, y'all know what it is, baby. Zip them up.